All right, the angle has changed, so that means I'm doing a TV show or a movie review video with my Indiana Jones background. All right, your boy needs to tell you this. Please hit that like button. Consider becoming a member of this channel for early and exclusive content. And if you feel like supporting me, let me know. And quickly, we do have a couple of fantasy football spaces left in my HeyBower League. If you'd like to be a part of that, watch the video called So You Want to Play Fantasy Football Against Me or You Can Beat Me, and you'll get all the information to join the league that will be closing in about 7 or 8 days. What movie did I watch this weekend? Well, it was a mix between Furiosa, and you know by the title what it is. But I decided to watch Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes because I am a big Planet of the Apes fan. I never really truly remember the originals. I do remember some of the scenes from it, and I do remember, I'm sure I watched it with my father. Ooh, I got a cool little eyebrow. But I don't remember that much of it. But of course I remember the weird special effects and makeup from those days that looked pretty decent. And, the Statue of Liberty scene. Oh, it's like Khan from Star Trek, but I remember that. Those are iconic images in my head. But when they came out with the Mark Wahlberg Planet of the Apes, I forgot who made it. It might have been Michael Bay or somebody like that. Might have been James Cameron. I remember watching that, and I enjoyed it. It was good. So that was really, honestly, my first iteration into the Planet of the Apes was the Mark Wahlberg version. Then a few years later, they decided to make a 3-part series that started with Rise of the Planet of the Apes, and then I think it was Dawn of the Planet of the Apes. I may be getting that confused, but it seemed like it was backwards, the titles. But, because they were rising. It should have been Dawn of the Planet of the Apes, the first one, but they called it Rise. Because it was the dawning of the Planet of the Apes when they were becoming apes and they were whatever. But I watched that one. I loved it. I absolutely loved it. And I was a big fan. I mean, the special effects and the actors, we all know that they created history. With the Hobbit, the actor that played the Smeagol, and then he also was the ape in Planet of the Apes. Just fantastic movie. Then it went along. We found out about the virus and how it's turning the humans docile. They're losing their speech. Again, I'm not going to get into all the details with it, but I really recommend the first 3 Planet of the Apes, or you guys can watch a recap on YouTube. Because that's what I kind of do nowadays. When there's like a 4th movie or a 5th movie, and I am interested in watching it, I have to go back to the recaps, the people that make on YouTube. So that way I watch a 15, 20-minute video on all the movies being recapped so I can get caught up to date. Because sometimes I can't remember every single thing. There's too much content in life. And if every scene is not memorable, or I don't watch it back to back to back, with time, my memory fades on certain aspects. But I watched the recap for the first 3 Planet of the Apes. Not the original. It's from the 70s or 60s or whenever they were. But the recent ones. And I was like, yeah, it reminded me how much I loved this series. I really, really did. But I didn't know if this was a continuation. But apparently it was many legacies later. I don't know how many years, but a couple hundred, where the apes have now expanded, disbanded, and the memory of Caesar from the previous ones is kind of like written in like Bibles, but there's only like one Bible line around with one person knowing the true story of Caesar, because all the legacies or the people that knew Caesar when he died and what he did for the apes, they're kind of gone. And so it's kind of like, a rumor. You tell somebody, oh, the chicken went through the door and said hello. And then it goes in a circle and everybody tells each other. And then by the time it gets to you, it's like the robot has a chicken and his name is Chef Green. Some people will get that reference. Uh, so the Caesar's legacy has been co-opted in a new religious fashion by Proximus Ape. Then we go on an adventure with a new ape of the Eagle faction, the Eagle Fang. These apes that bond with eagles. And Proximus is looking for a human that they call Echoes. And there are going to be spoiler alerts on accident. But we learn to love this new Noah character. And he starts to find out that he doesn't know the real world at all and what came before him because he's been pigeonholed, no pun intended, with the Eagles. But Proximus Ape or Proximus Caesar, whatever they want to call him, is taking Caesar's name in vain, using it to co-opt it and try to become a ruler of a kingdom of the apes in a religious fashion as well. But by stealing people, making them stealing apes and making them slaves and everything. And it's really interesting because it's basically the real world that happened to our society in reverse with apes. That's why it's fascinating to see. But I really, really enjoyed this movie. First off, I mean, there's moments where I'm like, I don't even realize it's CGI. You know, it's just so good that you forget to even think, oh, look at those special effects. Oh, that was special effects. Oh, that was CGI. Oh, that was computer animated. I mean, yeah, in the fighting scenes or the background scenes, if you really look, you can find it. But man, when they're walking and talking and doing their adventure, going from one location to the next with Raka. Raka's a cool character. I love Raka. What's up, Raka? You forget that it's CGI. And I'm just like wowed and floored by it. The movie is pretty fast paced. The beginning is excellent, getting to know the new Noah and his group and that new faction. Gets a little shady in the middle, and then I don't understand why they put like a girl that would follow and speak. It seems weird. It just seemed weird at the time. You know, like apparently this girl by the end of the movie is one of these intelligent humans that have gained the ability to speak again, and they're on a mission to do something to save their species. And I don't know, it just felt damsel in distressy. And maybe Noah and Raka became a kinship to her too quickly, in my opinion. But it's a movie. You only got 2.5 hours to get it all done. That's how long the movie was. It didn't really seem slow to me, though. I wasn't waiting for it to end. So I enjoyed it. Again, I'm a little tired right now. I haven't been feeling so good. Watch my other video to find out why. But I enjoyed it. I really, really did. The ending is pretty cool. And apparently this is going to be a new 3-part series talking about Noah and his adventures on how maybe he becomes the next Caesar or the next leader of the kingdom of the apes that is possibly actually forming. But it was really cool to see how they had to bond with animals. And, you know, they saw zebras for the first time in this movie. And then humans are like kind of like cave people in most of the scenes. But humans are trying to come back with technology and weaponry and all this other stuff. So I could see this coming to an amazing climax where Noah has to confront the humans in the third movie, if they do all 3 of them. But do we really need it? We probably don't. It's fun to watch. It's enjoyable. But it sounds like it might be the same story as the Caesar, you know, with apes and humans trying to coexist and trying to build a new world. And it just kind of becomes the same old, same old. Even though it's fantastic to watch, you're not going to be bored. It's like, do we need this story again? Is anything actually going to be changed? The humans were leading the civilization. The apes, with their hubris, They created a virus or this or that. The apes became smart. The humans became stupid. Now the humans are regaining, you know, their humanity, trying to take over the apes again and become the dominant species. And will there ever honestly be a place of coexistence where the apes and the humans live amongst each other, or will the humans try to reverse the virus to make the apes, like less intelligent again? But I kind of don't care, you know? That's what I say when I think about it. I'll watch the next 2 or 3 movies, I will. But am I going to rush to the theaters to see it, thinking that they're going to do anything new that I haven't seen? Probably not. So, doesn't mean it's a bad time. It just means I'll probably watch it on DVD and home video. Does DVD even exist anymore? On streaming. If you guys enjoyed today's review, please let me know by hitting that like button, becoming a member, supporting, donating, whatever you can do. I appreciate you. I love you. Please let me know what you thought of Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes. Let me know your favorite characters down below, and I honestly want to know. I appreciate talking movies with you guys. I need to do more live streams where we could talk movies together. But I'm not very well versed and intellectual in verbiage, and I don't know how to express what I'm thinking with the correct words or the intelligent words, but I do my best. That's it for now. Love y'all, and I'll see you on the next late night movie review.